Hello everyone, I am Crawlers and I just wanted to make this short video on Titanfall today just because, this very short teaser came out for Titanfall 2 yesterday and, I just thought it had kind of these cool elements in it and, I played the original Titanfall quite a bit actually and I mean, I like the game itself and it's a shame it fizzled out very quickly. It um, it was a cool game, I think, but it suffered from what most of today's AAA titles suffer from, and that is, I think, is just unbelievably ridiculous amounts of hype around it, surrounding it before release, and which raises expectations to just impossible levels, and on release, no matter how good the game is, it falls terribly short of those expectations. And let's face it, most AAA titles, games today are quite bad on release, requiring a year, of patching to make them have decent and playable again. So, Titanfall came out strong, but it went away just as quickly. But this video isn't about that. What this video is about is some of the cool details in the teaser that I and other people have noticed, and now I can, steal from them and present as my own ideas. Now, the teaser is supremely short itself, but there are a couple of sweet details here and there. There are some nice grass and trees here, obviously, which look quite good, but I'm sure will look a bit worse dumbed down in on release, like so many other games have been. Um, even some animal wildlife running around. An Irish or Scottish accent narrates the whole thing, which isn't that strange when you think about it. Americans love accents, and it's very Call of Duty 4, very Captain Price. In fact, I'm kind of sure this might be Blisk narrating uh, the trailer as you are kind of shown to this set piece here. But what's really cool here is the pod, the main set piece of this teaser. And let's assume for a second that it's an escape pod from a ship above, maybe in orbit, and it has the name James McCowan on it, sorry. And now, for anyone not in the know, McCowan served as the XO on the IMC Odyssey in Titanfall in the original game, and he died overloading the reactor on Demeter. Now, this could of course mean different things, in the teaser when the narrator says, people like you always want to be the hero, and you have to be willing to die for what you believe in. Obviously, McCowan died because he believed in something and he took a stand. So, technically, this could be, possibly a prequel to Titanfall because it could mean that McCowan is still alive and you could, be playing him in the campaign. Now, a short sidestep here, in case anyone doesn't know. The original Titanfall was supposed to have a single player campaign until it was cut from the, release of the game. There are few short videos of the early builds of this, and you can buy an app on Origin called The Final Hours of Titanfall and see some, development stories there and things like that, and just developer diary cool content that you can read there, and a couple of videos and a few short, even some nice concept art, which is very cool. Basically, the campaign looked to be very interesting with several features that would arguably take away from the game because of its quick pace, I suppose, like dual sights, but nevertheless, very cool mechanic to use, to possibly see in the game. They probably took it out, in my opinion, because, coding a campaign is a single player campaign is very hard, takes a very long time, it's very expensive because you have to pay the voice acting people to act as, because it's a huge expense, because they're usually hiring famous people to do the voiceovers, like Kevin Spacey, Liam Neeson, and so on and so forth. So it's a very expensive deal, and I think it's a good thing that Titanfall was a multiplayer only game, because we remember the single player from, let's say, Battlefield Hardline, which wasn't all that fun, you know, and no one really liked it a whole lot. But I digress, I guess, from the main story. Let's see. Also, in case anyone missed it, this seems to be the main set piece of this teaser seems to be an Acrsword that the Titan is holding, and arguably the coolest part of the teaser. It seems to fall back on those anime roots, where I've heard even that there was a TV series pitched, I believe based on Titanfall, that included anime magic and, swords and wall running and all such things, live action things. And personally, I'm not a big fan of anime, but yeah, I guess to each his own. Now, as far as the swords go, it would be awesome to see if you could use the swords in cool new finishing moves. Because one of the things I've always loved about the original Titanfall is the finishing moves. I mean, my favorite was when a Titan tore the arm off another Titan and, beat him to death with it. So, I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe a sword could be used to, like, impale or, uh, cut and stick into the Titan, just killing the pilot inside, or maybe cut the arms of a Titan or something, so they couldn't use wield their weapons anymore. Just a cool idea that I think would look awesome in a game. Another thing that you could sort of see in the trailer is that the sword says PS4, Xbox, and PC on it. So obviously it would be coming to the latest consoles. But here's hoping for cross-platform play. I know EA wouldn't allow it, but we can dream, I guess. No. Yet another feature we can sort of infer from the teaser is that the Titan is running along the wall. I should say not from the teaser, but rather the like the desktop art, the picture in the background of the site with the teaser. And the Titan has a jetpack on the back, maybe, maybe not. What do you think? I want to hear your opinions. Is this a new feature, or is this just, my eyes playing tricks on me? Also, along those lines, what do you think the new Titanfall game should have? People's chimneys seem to have been rustled by the smart pistol in the original game. Now, personally, I don't see it as being that OP, because it takes forever to lock on, and in that time you're likely to be killed, because Titanfall is a very fast-paced game. Uh, People also want to see a server browser, and I completely agree with this. Joining out of region servers with friends, or just joining another server because you want to, should definitely be a choice. I believe that's one of the 10 basic commandments we are afforded to when we become players, gamers, I mean, along with thou shalt not put the DVD face down on the table. So, what do you think, guys? Is Titanfall 2 a good idea? Leave me a comment below, and thanks for watching. Please rate and share this video as it helps my channel grow. Check out my other videos at the end of this one, and remember, in Soviet Russia, YouTube subscribes you.